fools? Time to do a review of the A-Team. Oh yeah, A for awesome. Okay, you know what? That's terrible. I'm just gonna stop right there. Anyway, here's my review. If you didn't understand what I said before, here's my review for the A-Team, the new movie adaptation of the TV show, blah blah blah, of the 80s, and had a whole bunch of fake little stunts and fake guns and a whole bunch of corny stuff. Okay, now I had the pleasure to watch the show when I was a little younger. My dad used to love that and Andy Griffith Show and all that old shit. So he pretty much sat me down and said, "You know what? Watch this. This is real action." I'm watching this. I'm like, "Cool." And I watched a couple episodes a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, "What the hell?" I mean, it's fun still, even though it looks cheesy and dialogue ain't that great. You know, Mr. T makes it fun. Everybody else makes it fun, but it's not a well-made show. Come on, man. People don't die in that show. Alright, it's like G.I. Joe. No one dies. But does people die in this movie? The movie of the A-Team? Where everybody looks like weird little copycats of them? Of the main guys from the A-Team? You know, the A-Team? Well, let's find out. Let's go straight into the review. Let's go on to the story of the A-Team. Oh, yeah, it's a story. Okay, now, story of the A-Team is pretty simple. You know, these guys, they're all cool, they're friends and stuff. Actually, in the beginning, they all meet each other and stuff, and they're like, "Hey, we're cool, we're friends, okay? We're going to do a whole bunch of missions where you don't see it, and it's going to be off camera, so you don't see, like, a montage or anything. It's just going to be, like, 8 years later and 90 missions later." You know, just like, you know, they're friends, and they've been doing missions together. Okay, so it's 8 years later after they met, and they've done all these missions, and yes, they're called the A-Team. You got Hannibal Smith, you got freaking Faceman Peck, you got, right, Faceman Peck or something like that? Wait, let's say that. Alright, you got Faceman, you got freaking Holland Mad Murdoch, or just H.M. Murdoch, as he's called in this, and you got B.A. Baracus, or just B.A. like they call him. Well, actually, they call him Baracus a little bit. So you got all of them, they're all best buds, you know, just, you know, they're doing a mission, and then they get pretty much screwed, and they get framed. And now they have to go out and see who framed them, pretty much. Find out who did it. Pretty simple, right? Yeah, pretty simple story. You know what? To be honest, I thought the story was decent. I didn't think it was going to be that great. I heard reviews, it's bad, it's blah, blah, blah. You know what? I wouldn't say it kept me guessing at all. Really, it did not. I could see it coming from a mile away, but it wasn't bad, and the characters themselves definitely helped the story go by pretty quickly. You know, just the characters themselves helped the story a lot. Let me just say that. So overall, the story was decent. Let's go into the acting of. Okay, now acting in the film, I have to say, was really good. I mean, you could definitely tell these guys are having fun, and like I always say, if the guys are having fun, I'm having fun. Okay, you got Liam Neeson, who actually plays, like, many people were saying he's playing a serious role. I wouldn't even say that. He looks like he's having fun with this role, and it looks like he's just great to be Hannibal. It looks like he really wants to be Hannibal, and he's having fun with it. So, and Liam Neeson's always awesome. It doesn't matter what role he's in. I'll say right here, he was great as Qui-Gon Jinn in freaking Episode 1, Phantom Retardation, or whatever the hell it was called. Pretty much, I might as well just call it that. Oh, who was the Phantom Menace in that game? I mean, movie. Game. Sorry. Who was the villain? Who was the Phantom Menace? Was it the freaking guy with the double-ended dildo or something? Or lightsaber? I don't know. Anyway, isn't this a rated PG-13 movie? I shouldn't be saying that. Anyway, he was great. He's great in everything. Bradley Cooper was also really good. He was funny. He was whatever. You know, he's good. He has a lot of charisma. B.A. Baracus, what's his name? Quentin Rampage Jackson. He plays Mr. T, pretty much. You know what? I'll say it right here. Many people are saying blah, his role's blah, you know, he doesn't really feel like Mr. T. I'll say it right here. For a first-time acting gig, he did pretty decent. And when he acted like Mr. T, when he was, like, getting angry and stuff, you know, I have to admit, he scared me, fool. He was pretty tough, you know. Whenever he fought, it was pretty cool, which is about twice, and one scene just ends abruptly, to be honest. He's like, "I'll fight you," dead. So like, I was expecting more, but okay. Anyway, so you know what? I thought he did okay. Now let's go into the best part of this movie. What's his name? Charlton Copley. Holy Jesus, all right, he's great in this role. I was scared that he's gonna look a little nervous in this role. He's playing Murdoch, which always was a crazy character. I think he played him a little bit crazier than I remember Murdoch to be in this, but he's pretty crazy and he's pretty freaking funny. Okay, this is his second role. If you don't know who Charlton Copley is, he's the guy that was in District 9. He was fucking wicked. He fucking hate prawns. I don't fucking hate prawns. I love prawns. So yeah, he's a. By the way, I curse in this review. If you didn't notice that, after I talked about double-ended dildo. Yeah, he's great in this. He's funny. He's the best part of it. Even Liam Neeson, he got upstaged by him. But the problem is he's not in it that much, so. Alright, there's also two other roles in here. Jessica Biel, who is that's her name, right? It's not Jennifer Biel, right? It's Jessica Biel. I don't know. She was okay in it. She was just blah. And, she's always blah, to be honest. And, Patrick Wilson, who plays the villain, he just reminded me of, Jason Patrick from The Losers. And he reminded me of him. He's like the villain who was like, and that might even be somewhat fuck it. It's just spoiler for this movie. Well, you guys dumb. You can see that coming from a mile away. But anyway. Yeah, he played it kind of like Jason Patrick, where he was like, he was using comedy and using freaking references. He even says one time something about Call of Duty and stuff, and this, he's funny. I like Patrick Wilson. It's cool to see him playing a role where he's actually not looking like he's nervous or he's just a obvious white guy. He's like, yeah, I'm the nice white guy, yeah. Anyway. Acting was great. I'll just go get straight into it. I actually really enjoyed the A-Team. Now, I noticed in all my reviews, I give movies a high score, a really high score most of the time. And I'm not going to go changing my scores for the older reviews I did, but I'm going to try to be more serious. I know I said this before, but I'm really going to try to be a little bit more serious with my reviews. I gave like a Prince of Persia 8.5, even though it should deserve maybe an 8, if that, maybe even a little lower. This, I'll have to say, it's really fun, and I'll say right here, it's probably one of the best 20 minutes I've seen in the theater for a long time. When they all meet up together, it's awesome. And that's like the first 15, 20 minutes, and that's awesome. I love that. I would just replay that over and over. The rest is still good and very fun. It has great action, and special effects are pretty good in some parts and great in other parts. It reminded me of G.I. Joe, how people were like, oh, it looks too cartoonish. Yeah, I'm like, actually, you know what? It looks cool like that. I think it looks cool like that. When it's so bad, when CG's so bad that it just looks like retarded, messed up, monster-looking things, and it's a freaking building. Like, it looks like Godzilla, but it's supposed to be a building. Like, you kind of fucked that up. I'll just say, you fucked it up. Do it again. 150 million? I don't care. 100 more. Give a fuck. I'm Michael Bay. I spent $100 million for breakfast. Do it again. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. So, yeah, I thought special effects, action, acting, it was a fun movie. I'll just say it right there. And I think you guys should definitely see it. Yeah, definitely surprising. Definitely not a fun summer movie. So, with my serious ratings, I'm going to give this a 8.3 out of 10. There you go. That's pretty serious for something I really, really enjoyed. Obviously, there's some problems. It gets a little boring, and there's some silly things in here. I don't want to really spoil it. I already spoiled one thing, but come on, if you really think this movie has to get spoiled, like, it's not the Dark Knight, alright? I can't really spoil things in this, okay? It's not really a plot-driven movie, okay? Yeah. Anyway, I was actually surprised not to see a video game, to go with this, movie. It would have made sense, you get to play as Mr. T and beat people up in a side-scrolling action, never mind. Anyway, I'm done. What did I give it? 8.3 out of 10? Definitely go check it out. It's very fun. I'm going to keep it serious for now on with my ratings. I really noticed that I've been given a lot of high scores, and I'll try to cut back on that. But yeah, 8.3 out of 10. Definitely a great, fun movie.